Welcome to Buzzed and Baffled, the podcast where the wine is flowing, the stories get weird, and we try our best to keep the chaos to a minimum. Try being the keyword.
Before we jump in, a quick behind-the-scenes truth. Producing the show is basically an Olympic sport. Between being the media manager, the sound engineer, the editor, and trying to control her own voice volume, which, let's be honest, Nicole's has the natural power of a small megaphone, things can get a little unpredictable. So if you hear the occasional mic spike, just know it's not your headphones. It's Nicole living her best and loudest life.
Disclaimer, we're not experts. Just two curious humans with wine in hand and an enthusiasm for the bizarre. Some topics may be dark, sensitive, or downright strange, so listener discretion is advised. And remember, everything you hear is for entertainment only, so take the story seriously, just not too seriously.
And any opinions shared on this podcast are our own and not reflective of any third party.
Now, pour a glass, settle in, and get ready to be buzzed and baffled. Drip. You can't start yet. You have to work for it.
God damn it. Am I on the right wavelength here?
We are.
Okay, are you sure?
Yes.
We always are.
We're always on the right wavelength, but the computer's also on the right
Okay.
wavelength.
Okay.
But we're back.
Yep.
Episode 46.
Mm-hmm.
Young and spry, just like me.
Oh, yep. Sure.
You guys can't see my face right now, but I made some life choices this week. And up until about 2 o'clock, my eyes wouldn't fully open. And my face is a little flushed.
I wasn't going to say anything, but you brought it up. If you've seen the movie Hitch with Will Smith when he eats the seafood in the restaurant.
I thought
I'm just kidding.
No,
it's
that's
not
what it looked like, but I also thought when I woke up, do you remember in the 80s when they had that Beauty and the Beast TV
Yes.
show? That's what I looked like. I sent her a picture Friday morning as I don't think I'm coming to Gino's tonight.
I was like, oh.
It was a little more extreme than I was anticipating.
You should post a picture.
I will.
No, you don't have to. I'm just teasing.
Oh, I will. After it's all said and
After
done.
it's all healed.
I could do like a before and after.
I guess you didn't tell the people what you did to your face to get it in this.
David hit me. No. No, I went and got a CO2 laser kind of resurfacing of my face. So basically, in my old age, I'm just kind of tightening the skin up a little bit. Little tune-up, so to speak. Gonna tighten up the old skin sack here. And so for 2 days, my face has been swollen. My eyes would barely open. But I think I'm over the hump now. Now I just look freckled.
Mm-hmm. Freckled.
I look like a burn victim now.
Yeah.
But I am a burn
Your skin is the same color as the sweatshirt you're wearing.
I know I did that on purpose.
I know you did.
I wanted to really accentuate
I told
it.
David he had to be nice to you.
I saw him looking at me and he wanted to say something. It's better than if my eyes were swollen shut. I did not send him the photo.
No, and I didn't show him.
I mean, if he went and looked on TikTok, there's a video of it, so he could have seen it on my TikTok page. I'm posting like 1 day behind in case like something terrible happens. But but in my defense, I did watch a bunch of videos from other people, and they were like, "Oh, this is day 1," and they just look like a little bit pink with like no swelling, and I was like, "That's not how it turned out for me."
I think your resurfacing may have went a little deeper than theirs.
I think so.
Like, when they repave a street.
She dug mine up.
Sometimes they just do the top layer and sometimes they dig all the way down.
I think she did dig all the way down. Like, it looks like it hurts. It doesn't hurt.
Yeah, I was worried that it was hurting. I was like, we don't have to do this today, girl.
But also, like, maybe she just killed the nerves, and that's why it doesn't hurt.
Yeah, that could be. Yeah, burn victim. Like, if you get a full thickness burn, it doesn't hurt because you don't have any nerves to feel pain.
So maybe that's what
okay.
happened. But like it doesn't even feel like a sunburn. It feels tight like a sunburn feel, but it doesn't
Mhm.
feel hot or anything.
Yeah.
But I have to keep it moist with this cream, otherwise it feels too tight.
hmm
Everyone's gonna like, if people come onto the Facebook and Instagram page and ask, I will post pictures, but they have to ask to see it.
You heard that, listeners. You have a challenge, listener.
All 20s of you have to say you want to see my poor burned face, and I will post it. There's videos. I will post the video. A compilation.
A
video.
compilation.
But today, I'm very proud of this story. I think I'm going to get my crown back from yesterday. It's one of Kyla's favorite things.
Doubt it, but
So this is a disclaimer to our listeners. Today we are talking about one of Kyla's favorite subjects.
no, we're not.
Which ones do you think they are?
I mean, you said I liked every horrible thing that a human being can do to another human being.
Well, this one is murder and sexual assault.
Yeah, okay. My top two.
You know, I don't know if we talk about sodomy specifically in this.
Oh
one
my
or
God,
not.
shut up. No scissors present.
I mean, I didn't watch all of his interviews, so I don't know if there are scissors. There are a bunch of interviews on a website posted on our website.
Mhm.
It's like the FBI website of them interviewing him. But today, I want to talk about someone who is considered to be the USA's most prolific serial killer.
And before we get to that,
I chose a wine to go with it. Tell us about the wine, Kyla.
this is a wine we picked up when we were in Napa. This is the Napa Valley Quilt brand, which we had mentioned. I think we talked about going to the tasting, but we haven't had any of their wines yet on the pod. This is the son of the guy who started Camus. I was going to say brewery, winery, and his quilt brand. What he does is he gets grapes from all over the region,
and
he blends them, kind of like a patchwork quilt.
What is the name of it, Kyla?
BBC.
What does that mean, Kyla?
Big, beautiful Chardonnay.
Oh.
And there is no descriptor on the back of here, so that's all you get from me.
I did have ChatGPT write us a sassy little assessment of it, and it did a pretty good job. I told you that was a poll.
There's also a wax.
I know she's on a struggle bus, but it's my turn to make
This is
her
wax
struggle.
dipped.
Well, for the price, it should be wax dipped.
Okay. That's an unnecessary
well, it's so the quote
impediment.
doesn't go bad. For the price we paid, I don't want it to go bad.
And we're drinking a Chardonnay for real, not
like our joke Chardonnays.
Yeah.
Like this is actually, I was surprised when he said this was a Chardonnay because it didn't make me want to spit it out.
Yeah, and even he was like, I don't like Chardonnay. And we're like, nobody likes Chardonnay. Like every person we talked to in wine country was like, Chardonnay.
Yep. I'm like, stop making them. You're doing great, Kylie.
I can not bust this cork because the wax seal is like kind of
making it tight,
making it a little difficult.
Oh.
Anyway, I'll put this in our cork holder later.
So, give me some of your BBC there, Kyla.
Nicole, don't be vulgar on this podcast.
I would never. You got more than me, not fair.
Oh my God.
Don't be chintzy.
I mean, you can also pour it yourself.
I'm like, who are you, Daryl?
Yeah, that was a Gino pour, a Daryl pour.
Let's see if I can. And it doesn't smell very oaky.
No, because I think this was steel barrel, vat.
And like we'd had quite a few wines before we got to this one, so I was like, I was hoping it wasn't. We thought it was good.
It's okay.
Mhm.
It was better when I was already a little drunk, but it's still pretty good.
It is. I wouldn't spend the money we spent on it again.
No.
We bought it for the name
Mhm.
because I saw that and I said, I know exactly what
Yeah, it's also in
podcast.
a giant Chardonnay bottle that we had to, like, shove into the wine
Like,
suitcase.
we have to give up one of the
Yeah.
spots because otherwise we couldn't fit
That's
it.
how I was able to fit that beer in there because all the foam was shifted over from this giant bottle.
Well, it really is a BBC.
Mhm. Actually, it's pretty good.
Like, because I will say, if I'm ever in Napa again, but let's be honest, I'm going to go back to Napa 'cause I want to go back to my white girl bar.
Mhm.
And I will go back to this place, and I wouldn't do the tasting again. I just noticed that my wine stem on my glass is being scrubbed off.
Oh, yeah. Look at that.
For shame. Did David wash these?
They were put in the dishwasher, which is probably why it's coming off.
Damn it!
I mean,
Kat.
let's be real, though. I think we both know I'm the red wine on this.
That's true. That's fine.
So, like, I always was like, oh, that one's me, the red wine.
Yep. I'm the whitest wine on here.
Although yours might be a red wine right now.
I will just spray that all over the soundboard.
Sorry, I won't make fun of your face anymore.
I'm going to take a picture of this in my headphones so that if all of our listeners request.
Yeah, the lighting in here is doing you a lot of favors. She just put front camera on and laughed at herself.
I'm going to find a picture of that Beauty and the Beast show and do a side by side.
Yeah, yesterday she texted me and David a picture of Jocelyn von Wildenstein. I was like, oh, ooh, but also a little bit, yeah. It'll all be worth it.
It's worth it. Do you want to know the best part of this? I'm going back to have it redone a second time because it's a 2-part series.
Oh my God,
on
Nicole.
May 14th, I go back and do it all again.
Oh. You are committed.
But I know what to expect this time.
Mhm.
And I ordered one of those masks that you can put in the freezer. So it's like a full
Yeah.
face mask. And then there's one just for the eyes. So I can just
Mhm.
swap them out.
Yeah, I thought David had one just for the eyes, but I actually think he left it at the office.
Where? I'll go get it.
It's probably in the freezer. Check with him because we had one.
Okay, if it's in the freezer, I'm going to go take it. It's
Mhm.
mine now. Everything in David's office is mine now,
Mhm.
eventually. So, we got our BBC, and we're going to talk about the USA's most prolific serial killer. But when I say most prolific, how many victims do you picture?
300.
Because I want you to keep that in mind for later. And I want us to consider some of the patterns we have seen with the police and the courts.
Okay.
Not everyone can be as good as P.I. Keith Mayo.
Do we have another person for our hero wall?
Actually, we might. I don't have a picture of him here, but at the end, and he's kind of hot too, if I
okay.
remember. So we have another one for our wall of heroes.
Mhm.
But we're going to be talking about Sam Little McDowell. Sam was born on June 7th, 1940, in Reynolds, Georgia. His mother was a teenager, and she worked as a maid and likely a sex worker. His father was 19-year-old Paul McDowell. His mother abandoned him as an infant, and he was raised by his grandmother. They moved to Lorain, Ohio, where he attended school. Sam reported that he had fantasies of choking people as early as 10 and 11 years old.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't like that.
No, I mean, there was signs.
Yeah.
Have you ever watched that show, Evil Lives Here?
Yeah.
At the age of 16, Sam was convicted of breaking and entering, and he was sent to juvenile detention. When he was released, he went to live with his biological mother, who was in Florida. They always go to fucking Florida.
It's always Florida.
During this time, he worked various jobs as a cemetery worker and an ambulance attendant.
Uh-oh.
He would travel around taking odd jobs and continues to have problems with the law, being convicted of things such as DUI, fraud, shoplifting, solicitation, armed robbery, aggravated assault, rape, and attacks on government officials.
You really escalated there. You really went from like 1 to 10.
I know. It happened quickly.
Ooh.
Sam was a busy man
Yeah, apparently.
who did not care about the feelings or rights of others. He spent time in prison where he took up boxing, and he liked to view himself as a prize fighter. He was released from a 3-year prison sentence in 1964. How many times do you think he was arrested by 1975?
12.
26.
Ooh.
How many states do you think that was in?
26.
11.
God damn it.
So as we can see, Sam had many run-ins with the law. He even served time for some of his crimes. And the question is, how did he get away with killing people for 40 years?
Are you actually, is this rhetorical?
Yeah, how do you think he did it?
He moved around a lot.
Yep. So I'm going to hand you a timeline. And you will see it says known timeline on there.
Okay.
This is one of 2 timelines.
You and your damn timelines.
As the old saying goes, an ounce of prevention is worth a pound of cure. Please tell me that's how the saying
It
really
is.
goes.
Were you for a split second going to say pound of flesh?
No.
Okay, because you paused for like a millisecond and
No.
I was like,
I was questioning if I was saying the right thing because I always question in this room if I'm saying the right thing.
yes, that was correct. And also, like, you have it on a piece of paper in front of you, don't you?
But that doesn't mean it was right when I wrote it down either. Do you remember in the other one where I wrote that guy's name down throughout the entire story?
The place where it happened?
Yeah. So, Sam was careful in choosing his targets. In his own words, I didn't go fucking around out there with people that would immediately be missed and very important to either family, business, or somebody. I'm not going over there in a white neighborhood and pick out a little teenage girl like some weirdos do.
Yeah. Weirdos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're not a weirdo, Sam.
So when we look at the timeline, we see. I need to see yours because mine is Bobby Joe long timeline. So we see in 1953, he stole a bike. In 1956, breaking and entering. But then we jump to
1970.
Yeah, I'm just making sure that it matches
Okay.
here. December 31st, 1970. On New Year's Eve in 1970 in Miami, Mary Brosley, I think she's the one up there. Can you see what the name says under there? It's too tiny for my old eyes.
No, because that is like 10-point font and I'm 14 feet away. I think she's the bottom one if I'm reading correctly. Okay. Okay.
So the bottom. She looks like a nice, respectable lady.
Yeah, it just looks like somebody's mom.
Mary was about 5'4" and due to having anorexia, weighed about 80 pounds.
Oh, Mary, no.
She walked with a limp, due to have a bad hip.
Oh, Mary, no.
And was missing her pinky finger due to a kitchen accident.
Jesus Christ, Mary. Get it together.
Mary was originally from Massachusetts, and she's estranged from her children and family due to disagreements about her substance use.
Oh, so Mary's not that awesome.
No.
I mean, that doesn't excuse what's going to happen to her, but Mary had her issues.
And then on September 11th, 1976, Sam was in Sunset Hill, Missouri. Did I skip one?
No, this just says 1976 says Miami on here.
Oh, well, it's wrong.
That's okay.
Sunset Hill, Missouri. He robbed and raped Pamela Smith. Pamela Smith managed to survive the assault. She ran half naked, ending at a neighbor's house where she asked for the police. Sam was arrested. They had Pamela to identify him so that he could be charged with rape, kidnapping, and attempted murder. What do you think happened?
I mean, the answer's on the sheet that I'm holding.
We'll give it back.
He took a plea deal to serve 3 months.
Yes. The prosecutor declined to charge Sam, stating that Pamela was an unreliable witness because she had a heroin addiction. He chose to give Sam a plea bargain, and he served 3 months in jail. So then, Sam was in South Mississippi between the years of 1977 and 1982. His earliest murder came from 1978. That's not right. I don't know why I said that. We'll get back to it. In
Okay.
Saucier, Mississippi, Julia Crutchfield was found on January 22nd, 1978, at the bottom of a dirt pit. And she is the middle one, I think.
She's the top one.
The
The
top
middle
one?
one looks like Audrey something.
Okay. So the lady in the red pants.
Yep.
Julia was 36 at the time of her death. She was known to love to sing and dance and was last seen at Chris's Lounge on January 22nd, 1978. She lived 6 miles from the lounge, so when she went there, she would often walk or get a ride from her friends. Julia was found strangled. She was naked with a black dress draped over her body. She was survived by an abusive ex-husband whom she had left and 4 children who were in foster care because she was not able to raise them. She couldn't afford to.
Okay.
The police suspected that the person responsible for her death was familiar with the area, but they had no leads. The dress and the other items on her body did not belong to Julia.
Yeah, that's creepy.
Mm-hmm. A waitress at Chris's Lounge reported that she'd been wearing a pair of pants that night. The jewelry left in the body was the zodiac sign of a Virgo, but that was not Julia's zodiac sign.
Ugh.
Yeah. So then we jump to September 12th, 1982. A woman named Patricia Mount was found murdered in a hayfield in Gainesville, Florida. I don't think she's up there. I couldn't find a picture of her.
Okay.
People made reports to the police that they had observed Patricia dancing on the bar with an unknown male prior to getting into his station wagon. But we will get back to Patricia in a second. Then we look at September 1982. 22-year-old Melinda Rose Lapre went missing. She is the lady in the top right.
Okay. She kind of looks like Janis Joplin.
A little bit, yeah. Lapre was a runaway who was living with her boyfriend and was working as a sex worker. She was found on October 4th, 1982, in a Gautier cemetery in Pascagoula, Mississippi. She was in a heavy, decomposed state with little evidence that could be collected at that time.
Mm-hmm.
Other sex workers reported that they had seen her get into a station wagon of a man who matched Sam's description. He was pulled over 6 weeks later, and he was their prime suspect in her killing. Do you think that law enforcement was able to hold Sam accountable for this crime?
No.
The police put Sam into a lineup. He was positively identified by several sex workers as the man Melinda drove off with. One of the workers made the accusation that Sam had assaulted her. She reported that Sam had offered her $50 for services, and when she got into his car, he beat and strangled her. The woman began to fight back and was able to land a series of targeted blows that gave her the opportunity to run across 4 lanes of traffic to get away.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think the prosecutors chose to do?
Not listen to sex workers.
The prosecutors chose not to file charges against Sam because there was no physical evidence linking him to the crime scene.
Sure, Jan.
Mm-hmm. What do you think the district attorney said?
Oh, God. Something not very nice about sex workers.
The district attorney also stated that he was not convinced that the testimonies of sex workers would be enough to get an indictment. The police did hold Sam for 6 months, during which time an officer on the case saw a bulletin from Gainesville, Florida, seeking information about a murder that was similar to their case.
Oh, okay.
So we're going back to Patricia Mount.
Yes.
After the police in Florida were contacted, they went to Mississippi to interview Sam. During the interview, police attempted to get Sam to say something incriminating. However, he denied not only knowing Patricia, but that he had not been in Florida and that he had been in Mississippi the whole time. Unfortunately for Sam, there was forensic evidence in the form of hairs on Patricia's body that they were able to compare against Sam. He was extradited to Florida in 1983, where he stood trial for murder in January 1984. During the trial, Sam changed his alibi, stating that he was in the bar and that he danced with Patricia. And in his defense claim, he says that is how hair fires were transferred to Patricia's body. What do you think happened?
They believed him.
The jury acquitted him.
God damn it.
Florida, you're real bad at this. I feel like if I'm going to commit a crime, Florida's where I need to go.
I mean, that's where everyone else goes.
And apparently you can just do whatever you want.
Wow.
At this point, Sam cut bait and switched his hunting grounds. He moved from the South, where he spent time in Mississippi and Florida, and moved to California. He stayed in the area of San Diego. Here he was arrested in 1984 for kidnapping, beating, and strangling Lori Barrows. Lori was 22 at the time. She was also a sex worker. And on September 27th, 1984, Sam drove next to her in his car, grabbed her, and drove away.
Oh.
Sam drove Lori to a gravel road where he tied her up and began to strangle her. She recalled that she would come in and out of consciousness, and Sam would command her to swallow, stating that he liked it when she swallowed. What do you think happened next?
I have no idea.
Lori played dead during the assault, which resulted in Sam leaving her on the side of the road.
Oh, okay.
She waited 30 minutes, and when he was gone, she ran to the police and reported the assault. She gave the police a description of Sam, his car, and the location of the attack.
Clever girl.
No charges were brought against Sam at this time because the police did not have a suspect. However, in this time, 2 police department trainees decided to stake out the crime scene, hoping to track down the suspect.
So you have some rookie cops who are like, you know what? Man, fuck this guy.
They're like,
we're taking care, like, they haven't been jaded yet. And
also, they got nothing but time. They're rookie cops. Also, they're like, sex workers can tell the truth.
Yeah.
And we're going to believe that if he's doing it to this sex worker, perhaps he's going to do it to another sex worker. So the police are just kind of sitting at this gravel road waiting to see if he comes back.
Okay.
1 month later, on October 25th, 1985, Sam was caught attacking another woman. He was found beating and strangling another woman in the back of his car in the same location that he had assaulted Lori. He was charged with attempted murder, rape, and assault against the 2 women. What do you think happened?
Nothing. He was acquitted again.
No.
Oh,
this time, Sam was convicted, and he served time in prison. How long do you think he
Oh,
served
Jesus
after the
Christ.
conviction?
14 months.
Close. 2.5 years.
Oh, well.
Mind you, it is known that he assaulted and or murdered 6 to 8 women across 4 states at this time.
Yeah, and they're just like, well, that's what we got to do.
Mm-hmm. He was released on February 1987, at which time he moved to Los Angeles. I'm also like, how is he moving to Los Angeles? Doesn't he have a PO to report to?
I mean, you would think.
Like when you get out of prison, you have to see a PO.
Yeah.
Like, don't they put a monitor on you if you have attacked 8 women?
No, because they weren't real people, Nicole. They
That's
were
true.
sex workers. They don't count.
Oh, I forget. Not only were they women, but they were like sex worker
Mm-hmm.
women. On July 1987, so he goes to Los Angeles February 1987.
Okay.
Fast forward to July 1987. The body of Carol Elford is found in the alley in LA. The drag marks near the body indicate that she had been moved post-mortem, and the autopsy found hemorrhaging in her skull and jawline, indicating she was likely punched in the head. How hard do you have to punch someone to fracture their skull?
Really hard. Like, really hard.
Yeah.
Skulls are, so it's compressed. So
Yeah.
you have all this, they're thin, but there's spongy bone material in it, which makes it really hard. Like,
To fracture it.
yeah, especially if you're punching someone.
Yeah. It was determined that she was killed via asphyxiation, so the punch didn't kill her. She was strangled. Cocaine and alcohol were found in her system, but there were no leads to her murder at that time. So we're in July. Then we fast forward to August 14th, 1989. The body of Audrey Nelson Everett, the blonde lady in the center,
Mm-hmm.
was found in Los Angeles. Audrey was 35 at the time of her death. She was the mother of one daughter. However, she had given custody of this daughter to her parents in Massachusetts and moved to LA, where she worked as a cosmetologist. There were drag marks at this scene, also indicating that she'd been transported to the dumpster where she was found behind a nightclub. Upon autopsy, it was determined that she too was killed via strangulation. The autopsy also revealed severe hemorrhaging, indicating she had been punched several times.
Yeah, he definitely has a MO of,
Like there's
his signature is.
so his location changes,
Mm-hmm.
but his method and his victim doesn't necessarily. They're always like a sex worker or a
Mm-hmm.
transient.
Yep.
And it's always grab, kill, dump.
Yeah, and he's punching them to subdue them and then strangling them to death.
We fast forward to September 3rd, 1989, and the body of Guadalupe Duarte Apodaca was found strangled to death in an abandoned auto shop. Like others, she had contusions to her face, consistent with being punched repeatedly. And I feel like this is something he built up to in California because this isn't mentioned in the Georgia or Florida cases.
Yeah, he's escalating. I mean, he's killing people, but he's adding more and more
to it.
Yeah.
And also, like, I don't see how he could escalate any more than he already is. We went from robbery to assaulting a government official and now, like, rape and murder across the continent.
Yeah, he's escalating within that rape and murder. He's doing more and more severe things.
Well, and he has to because he's not getting off on just the simple things in life.
Oh, God.
I'm going to put that in our next t-shirt. At this time, the police had no leads on the murders of these 3 women, and they eventually became cold cases. It wasn't until September 5th, 2012, when Sam was arrested in a homeless shelter and extradited to California to face narcotics charges, that DNA tied him to the 3 murders in Los Angeles. How do you think they finally caught him so he could face charges? It was in a homeless shelter, not in California.
Did You might have to give me a hint. So, did they know it was him and they were looking for a reason to arrest him, or did they arrest him for something else and found out it was him?
They knew it was him, but they didn't know where to find him.
Okay. Did they put out bait? Oh.
This is more along the lines of the lost episode.
The lost episode.
It wasn't due to the police cracking the case. Instead, they stumbled upon it, even though they may have been looking for it. Sam was arrested in 2007 for possession in Los Angeles. A warrant was put out for his arrest after he did not attend court-mandated rehabilitation program. The LAPD eventually tracked him down in a Kentucky homeless shelter. How do you think they did this? How do they
Ooh.
think they knew he was in Kentucky? There was a warrant and they were looking for
Yeah,
him.
that's a leap. That's
So think about it, 2007. He was born in 1940.
Did they do I don't know.
His Social Security payments were being sent to the homeless shelter where he
Oh.
stayed.
Dork.
Dumbass.
Yeah. Wow.
He was extradited back to California, at which time the LAPD tested his DNA against the DNA in VICAP, which we've talked about before, which is
Mhm.
the criminal database, confirming that he was tied to the 3 murders in LA. The drug charges were the legal mechanism to get him back to the state of California.
Okay.
At this time, he was convicted of these murders. He was sentenced to life without a possibility of parole. Overall, it was known that he killed 9 people and assaulted several more, but it was much worse than they ever thought.
It wouldn't be a Nicole story if it wasn't much worse. Oh god, the iPad's coming out.
I have a website all pulled up. Okay. It was at this time that the FBI began to investigate what crimes were tied together using the FBI's Violent Criminal Apprehension Program, VICAP. VICAP and the Texas Rangers worked together to get confessions from Sam, who reported he was willing to confess to get a prison transfer from California to Texas. I thought he was in Texas, and that's why I was confused why they said he died in Los Angeles.
Hmm.
While it was unknown why he wanted to move from California to Texas, it is believed that it was his want for an audience that played a large role in his willingness to talk to the FBI. So how many murders do you think that Sam confessed to?
Well, I said 300 at the top.
93.
Oh, I was just going to say 60.
Oh, no. Hold on.
Oh, an Apple product is misbehaving.
I got to pull this off here. This is the problem. So that's Sam Little right there.
Yep.
We're going to start by showing you the map. And for our dear readers here, if you want to see the map, you have to go through the FBI link on the website. So those are kind of the known areas of the people they've identified that he's murdered.
Mm-hmm.
And identified is an important part of the story.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Okay, yep. Mm-hmm. Not much north of the Mason-Dixon line there. I mean, there's a couple, but most of it's in the southeast and the LA, Las Vegas area.
More than 50 of his victims have been identified, but there are still many unconfirmed or unsolved to this day. After he was caught, and was interviewed by the FBI, Sam would laugh about his crimes. He states that he first began to think about strangling women as a young child. He enjoyed watching a teacher he had touch her neck. He states that he enjoyed holding victims while he cried and pleasured himself as he strangled them.
Nicole. Gross.
He stated, they didn't know what the hell was going on. I would go back to the same cities sometimes. Pluck me another grape. How many grapes y'all got on a vine
Oh.
Sam reported that he would avoid white neighborhoods and chose women who were in the fringes of society, people that no one would miss.
Yep.
So, how do you think Sam was allowed to slip through the cracks of the legal system for almost 40 years?
Because of the victims he chose, and he moved around a lot.
So, I'm going to show you a video of one of his interviews.
He has zero remorse. And well, dear readers, you can follow along. Yeah, he also is someone who definitely remembers every single kill.
Well, and that's the thing is
He's I mean, after 93, what'd you say, 93 people?
93. But the thing is, I'm going to show you, he drew pictures of each one of his victims.
Oh, fucking course he did.
So you see that bottom picture, that's the Texas Ranger. And they have all of the photos. And so on the FBI website, you can see all of the pictures of the ones they've identified of his victims. And then they have pictures of the ones that they were not able to identify.
My gosh.
But he remembered what they looked like, how he killed them, where he killed them, how they met, everything about these people.
And dear readers, go check this out. But these aren't stick figure photos. These are, you could identify someone with these drawings.
Like, these look better than some of the police drawings I've seen.
Yeah.
And so it's just impressive that he was able to recall all 93 of these people. So after he was caught, blah, 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 grapes on a vine. Most of his murders happened in Los Angeles and Miami. Both are busy, high-crime cities. He also chose victims that were not likely to be missed, either because they had no friends or family or they lived on the fringes of society. And like you said, he was transient. He would commit a murder and then leave town, so there was no way for the police to track him, even if he went back at a later date. So this is the man. We have to look him up. James Holland, Texas Ranger. I'm going to look him up right now. We have to print a picture of James Holland.
Is he a babe? What was that movie with Kevin Costner and the Texas Ranger? I watched it on an airplane once. Let's see. He looks like what was his name on Dallas? Larry Hagman.
A little bit.
He looks just like JR from Dallas.
He does. But we could put him on the wall of heroes.
Okay.
That's a better picture.
Oh yeah, he doesn't look like JR in that one, but the other one's like a little slightly blurred.
Yeah.
But okay, we have another for our wall of heroes.
Yep. Mr. James Holland. Oh, where am I? So this is the Texas Ranger that he did all his confessions to. He notes that Sam was very smart and had a photographic memory. He indicates the belief that Sam never tried to send him on a wild goose chase, and that all the details he remembered from the crimes that occurred decades ago proved to be accurate. He wasn't fucking around with them.
He's like, no, this was this lady. This is where it was.
He's
if
like,
you go down this road and make a left, like that's
he's
where
like,
it happened.
I'm in prison. I got nothing but time. At least I have someone to talk to and someone who can bring me pizza and McDonald's.
Yeah.
And stuff.
And like you said, he enjoyed the audience. He, like, in that video, you can tell he's enjoying talking about this.
Like, I have someone, I get to relive everything that happened. I have an audience, and you're interested because you're calling me the most prolific killer. This gives me street cred on the inside. Yeah. He indicates the police, blah, blah, blah. Holland also learned that Sam liked to sketch, so Sam would draw pictures of the victims that had not been identified. You can see them on buzzedbaffled.net, episode 46. Holland also notes how animated Sam was when he was describing the crimes. He took pleasure in them. And Sam said they were broke and homeless, and they walked right into my spider's web.
Oh, Sam, I hate you so much.
Do I win my crown back?
God damn it, Nicole.
I'm the worst.
It's his quotes that won them back about the
Uh-huh.
grape and the spider's web. Like, what
So,
a terrible human being.
so you see how that is a 2-page. This is the confession timeline.
Oh my gosh, this has a staple in it. So that one was the
That is
the
that is
known.
the timeline they knew at the
Okay.
time of his arrest in LA. So tell our dear readers what you're seeing.
A lot of pages on here. Tennessee, and then Georgia, and then Mississippi, and then Kentucky, and then Ohio, and he's just moving around back to Georgia.
I have the confession timeline also on episode 46 of Inside the Episode.
Released from prison. Oh man, there's somebody called Granny on here.
Yeah. What did he do to Granny?
An older woman murdered in Los Angeles. It just says 1987.
Mm.
Carol Alford, Audrey. And then previously unknown crimes that he confessed to. Yeah, he's just going, like, that's all he did was go around and move around and kill women.
Why do you think he stopped?
Because he got too old.
It's because he got too old. He couldn't do it anymore. He was able to. Also, I'm wondering how the fuck did he collect Social Security?
Yeah.
How did he have enough work credits?
Yeah, that's like.
I mean, it's not like he got paid for each body.
No, and he's moving around so much. He didn't have a job, and any work he was doing, I'm sure, was cash.
Yeah.
Like as a day laborer or something.
That's why I questioned, like, how did he get Social Security credits to collect Social Security so that the police could catch him?
Yeah, no kidding.
Was this just like my serial killer at the Social Security office, that they're just not good at their jobs because they're too busy out killing people?
Yep. He was probably the one processing Sam's Social Security.
It was what's his face from?
Yeah, from the Quiet Man episode.
Yep.
When he worked with the Grand Rapids Social Security office or something like
and
that.
then here in the Houghton one.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure he was the one who was just like, oh, this guy just has all of his 40 credits.
Yeah, like, this seems fine. Rubber stamp.
Ugh. Well, I didn't want to read the last entry on there because I didn't know if you were done.
We are. So,
Okay.
So his confessions were confirmed in October 2019. So it was after they finished doing all his confessions that they realized he is the most prolific up to this time. That doesn't mean that someone can't take the crown.
And that we know of.
But on October 30th, 2020, he died at the age of 80 due to diabetes and heart trouble.
I feel like that's getting off easy.
He lived life with a bang and died with a whimper.
Yeah. Fuck him.
But I recommend people go watch these interviews that the Texas Rangers and what's his name? I'm gonna call him James Paul, but I already lost my Paul Randy.
Paul Randy. Yes. Paul Randy. I could tell you it wasn't Paul Randy. I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't Paul Randy. I can't wait for you to find this name. Paul Randy.
Nope.
Nicole doesn't stack her pages neatly when she's done with them like I do.
I throw them on the floor.
Paul Randy.
James Holland.
Paul Randy.
Paul Randy. We're gonna do James Paul Randy Holland.
Also, why would you pick you and your fucking names that you just pull out of your ass? I don't know, Paul Randy. First of all, that's 2 first names.
It's no Stephanie Biladello. Hey, that name has served me well. Hey, I'm glad I didn't do this into 2 episodes because we brought this in at just 50 minutes.
Oh, right. Nice. Yeah, we would have really been short on our second episode. It would have just been you looking to figure out what Paul Randy's real name was.
So I'm trying to think. I have a couple already in the hopper. My next one isn't about murder, but it's baffling.
Okay, I think,
and it's an international story.
I haven't written it yet. I think I know what my next one is. Rube comes in strong with a lot of good, like, bizarro ideas.
We also have to do our Who Do We Think Killed episode, and we
Yes,
all
we
have
do.
to
We're gonna have to do a Jean Bonnet episode eventually because
and we all get to pick who we think did it
Mhm.
and argue our
Yeah,
case.
it's gonna be like mock trial.
Uh-huh.
Um, Rube and Allie, get your stuff together.
Get ready, Ruben Alley. You're in.
Winter's almost over. You can come over pretty soon.
Yep. They have to stay the night though.
Well, yeah.
Otherwise, we're never gonna get Allie to drink like 14 Cutwaters and like 4 Buzz Balls.
Yep.
I can't wait.
Yeah, my next one, it's not gonna be about murder. It's gonna be a little more lighthearted.
Boo.
To get us, I mean, we've had a couple of
We need a palate cleanser.
yeah, we need a little palate cleanser.
Yeah, I don't have any more capybara stories. My next one, it's kind of like, what the fuck?
Yeah, it's gonna go. It's not gonna be as good as my exploding whale, flying meat, or bird stories.
I
but
think my crow story was pretty impressive. I mean, they are 5 feet
they
tall.
are 5 feet tall. Yeah, you taught me things I did not know about birds.
Caw.
5 feet tall. I'm like, I don't think so. You're like, no, it is. And I'm like,
I'm so sure of
and
myself.
you're like, Kyla, they're 5 feet tall. And I'm like, girl, I don't think so.
I was surprised you were like, are you sure he killed 93 people? Like, yes, I triple checked this.
It was actually 4 people. 9.3 people.
9.3 people.
You had the decimal in the wrong spot.
Like, one of them was a dog.
Yeah, I don't like him.
No, he's
I don't
not
like how.
Well, I don't like how crass he is
Yeah,
about it.
he has zero.
He was-
He's enjoying every second of it.
When he's very much like, I knew I just had to skip town and I could come back.
Mhm.
And he only got caught because he didn't know what DNA was.
We got to find out. We got to do a deep dive on how he was getting Social Security and report back.
Well, I'll look it up, and if I can find it, we'll
We'll probably not be able to find any of that information.
Oh,
but
I bet you we might be able to find something. But if we can do a little intro in the next episode and talk about it. Because we also have to do the Army Hammer
yes,
update.
the Army Hammer update. Mhm.
That came
What'd
from
you call him, Arnie Ham?
Arnie Ham. It came from a very reliable news source.
Yes, the very reliable news source that's sitting on my coffee table right now.
Uh-huh.
That's made of weird recycled paper.
Uh-huh.
What's the name of this esteemed piece of reference material?
Enquire.
Yes, we get all of our truths from the Inquirer.
We also have several Inquirer articles of the JonBenet Ramsey case saved.
Yeah, Nicole's been
Hoarding them. Sorry, Lisa, you didn't get those pages.
You can read those Inquirers later when we're done. People are gonna something's gonna happen and they're gonna go in and be like, why did she have all these JonBenet specific Inquirers? They're gonna be like, wait a minute, where was Nicole in 1996?
I was 16
Was she
in high
in
school.
Boulder, Colorado?
I was not. I was in Hancock, Michigan, going to school.
Prove it. Christmas Eve.
I mean, I can't. There were no cell phones.
Well, that sounds like you might be the killer of JonBenet Ramsey.
Prove it. I mean, that could be your
I
stance.
mean, maybe it is.
You could be like, okay,
Hear me out.
I think it's the brother. She's like, it was Nicole, and here's how I can prove it.
Maybe I will do that. I'll just make up a bunch of shit. I'll get Lisa on my side.
Lisa's like,
I'll have Lisa sign an affidavit.
Yeah, Lisa's like, I don't know where she was on Christmas. Like, I went to go wake her up to open presents, and she wasn't there. Damn it, Lisa. We had a deal.
Oh, goodness.
To the next pour and the next plot twist.